Forever. Dog.
From the spacious Forever Dog Studios in Los Angeles, California, and the satellite Forever Dog Studios in Baltimore, Maryland, scratch that, Omaha, Nebraska, this is Groomzilla.
Yeah, all right, okay, I like it.
Okay.
I like it. This pod is really going good right now. I like it.
I like it. That was fun.
I'm in Omaha, Nebraska, and Dan is in Los Angeles. Never anywhere else.
No, I exist purely in the spacious Forever Dog Studios right here in Pershing Square, Los Angeles. Pershing Square, Los Angeles, California. How's Omaha, bud? Welcome to Groomzilla's. Thanks for listening.
Hi, welcome to Groomzilla's.
Hi.
Dan just got finished telling me that I would make a great preacher.
I think so.
And I was fake offended, but I think I got to take what I can get at this point.
Oh boy! You proselytize every time you hit the stage, friend.
Proselytizes?
Proselytize? Isn't that what it's called when you're a preacher? Proselytize. Thank you, sound tech Alec. Yeah, I think you can. What he said.
I think I'd be an okay preacher.
We can move on. We don't have to talk about it.
Okay.
All right. How's Omaha? You got. When this episode drops, God, we are terrible on the socials, by the way. I'm a week behind on the social. When this episode drops there, you're recording your album today.
I'm recording my album today, Friday. Today's the day. I'll probably go to the zoo right now, hang out. I'm recording an album.
Yeah.
My probably one and only album.
Oh boy. Is the zoo
Nebraska
open?
too.
Is the Omaha Nebraska too? You got the okay from Moss. Is the Omaha Zoo open year round?
That's a great question. I was planning on going there for the first time because it's famous.
It's a famous zoo. Famous for their zoo and their steaks. Are they connected? I don't know.
If we got any wet heads out there listening who are also some zoo heads, make sure you check out Omaha Zoo because apparently it's fantastic.
Yeah.
And I don't know because I have never been.
Any zoophiles out there? Zoophile's a different thing, though.
Yeah.
That's when you like the animals too much.
I'm going to go to the zoo. If I don't go to the zoo, I'm going to probably visit Creighton University's campus.
Sure.
Just in case. Just as a safety, because you never know.
Yeah. See if it fits to you and what you're putting out.
If this album drops, I'm going back to school, baby. I'm going back to school.
Wait, if it drops?
If this album flops.
Oh, flops.
Did I say? Yeah. If it flops on the drop, and I can't grow. If it flops on the drop and I can't grow my crops.
I love how excited you got when you knew you were going to have a little rhyme. Oh, man.
If it flops on the drop and I got no crops, oh, you bet I'm hitting the box. Box.
All right.
Box.
You had it for a second.
Box. That's how you say books.
Box?
You can say books that way. Box.
If your album flops on the drops, well, you can call me Pops, because I got no crops, and it's all mops.
You better stop.
All right. Welcome to Groomzilla's. Are you still there? Hey, Wetheads, tell your friends. Listen and subscribe. What is this podcast? It's me and Eric. We do what we want up top, and then we talk to people about weddings. Yeah.
We're going to start talking about... It seems like Dan is ready to start talking about babies. I feel like you're thinking about it a lot more than you're letting on, I feel like.
Well, I always like to think about babies a couple times a day. You know, just the giggly and the softness and the cuddliness.
How sorry, I'm going to unbuckle my pants before we get into this.
Oh.
How deep do you take it when you see a baby in the wild?
Yeah.
And you're like, do you engage? Do you nudge Wendy? What do you do?
If it's really cute, I'll give the nudge to Wendy and check out that little bambino over there. But if I'm by myself, and this is always a thing I've done my entire life and I've always felt weird about, but I've seen other people doing it, so I don't feel that weird about it. Like if the baby's on the parent's shoulder and they're looking back at you and you're in a line or something, they're staring right at you. Make a little face at them. You know?
It is weird to have that interaction without their parents involved in the interaction.
Yeah.
But you also can't with babies. I feel like there's so many moving parts all the time. Like you can't just deny this baby an interaction could scar it for life.
Well, we're a social animal. It's important for the baby to interact with strangers without their parents' knowledge.
I don't want some future baby, sitting in their therapist's office 30 years from now going, oh, you know what? One time I was at the sandwich shop and I was a baby and I can barely remember this. But
there was a guy.
There was a guy and I really wanted to fucking see what that guy was about. And he was like too busy for me.
Yeah. So I try not. I don't want to. Yeah. I'm not scarring any babies.
Yeah.
Maybe I am. I don't know.
But you're not like engaging the parents about it. Like, oh my God, is she?
No.
What is she? Is she 14 months?
No.
You're not
I don't do that. I don't do that. Yeah. But I just saw over Thanksgiving. I saw my nephews briefly, and then I saw my other nephew and my little baby niece, and that was pretty fun. That little baby niece, Alma.
Tell me about it.
I think she's into her Uncle Dan. She thought it was pretty cool.
Oh, what is that supposed? What do you mean? You guys hit it off or what?
Well, we were giving kisses goodnight, and I gave her a kiss on the forehead, and then she dipped the head back in for more. She wanted a couple more kisses.
Did you guys hit or no? Do you read the goodnight story or?
No.
That's just parent time.
That's parent time.
Yeah.
I'm fun, Uncle Dan. I got curly hair. I'll muss it in your face a little bit. I'll tickle your face with my hair.
You'll run. I bet you run around a lot. Right?
Oh, I wrestle with my sister's kids. I was like throwing them around. I kind of hurt them a little bit. I was wrestling with them so much.
How could you not try to hurt that tank of a child?
Yeah. I bashed them together. They hit the back of their heads, and then they're like, "Uncle Dan, why'd you make us hit our heads?" I'm like, "I'm sorry, it was an accident."
There is this kind of when they do get older and they do get more physical. It does take. You do kind of want to see what they can take. Like it's just like how. Let me just try to bounce you off this bed real quick. See what happens.
Yeah. I was trying to grab them both at the same time, and then they whacked the back of their heads together. And then Sammy twisted his ankle really bad, and he had to be laid up on the couch. And my other sister, Aunt Rach, put like a pillow behind his head and then gave him a blanket. And then he was like, I need my foot elevated. And then like I was wrestling with Gabe like 2 minutes later, and he was like, Uncle Dan, I'm feeling a lot better. I think I'm ready to get off the bench again. Oh, you're fine now? Okay.
He twisted his ankle at the NFL combine, did he? Running the 40?
Yeah. Yep.
That big locomotive?
Yeah. He's he didn't get in the draft, but he might walk on somewhere.
He's definitely gonna walk on somewhere.
Yeah.
That's very cool. Yeah. Oh, you said you had some. Let's take it to a commercial world.
Yeah,
I want to hear about this.
Let's open up. Should we do the news yet or commercial world? I forget what we do first. It's not time yet.
Let's do the news. Let's do the commercial world. I'm ready to sing the intro.
Okay, this is non-wedding related. This is not a wedding show anymore, just the interviews. This is Groomzilla's. Eric, please open up commercial world.
Oh, it's a commercial world, and I am a commercial girl. Radio.
Wow. That was
it
was time for commercial world. You know what you were doing there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel good about that one.
I have what do you call it when you have a juicy story and you're a scoop? I got a scoop.
A scoop.
Now, if you're a wethead and you've been listening, and you know we've been doing these commercial worlds, we talk about commercials. And a couple of weeks ago, we talked about these weird Best Buy ads. Eric, you remember the Best Buy ads we talked about?
Yes, you were. I think you were. I can't remember who was. One of us didn't like the existential dread of them, and then one of us didn't like the production.
Yeah, the editing. Production. I didn't like the weird editing because it's if you don't know, it's one Best Buy employee in the blue shirt. They're in a nether world. They're in some sort of nether space.
And that is when I didn't.
You didn't like that existential dread.
I don't like Netherworld. I don't like Fantasia.
So it's one Best Buy employee in their blue shirt talking to a holiday gift shopper, and they're getting advice. There's a couple different incarnations, couple different Best Buy employees. I always thought they were weird. The editing is weird. They cut to like the hands gesturing. They cut away. They're very bizarre. So I ran into my friend who I was in a commercial with, Ali Gondour, who is one of the guys in the Best Buy ad. And I just asked him point blank. I said, Allie, those commercials, congratulations, you're good in the commercials. This has nothing to do with you, but those commercials are the weirdest things I've ever seen in my life. And he agreed. He agreed.
Yeah.
And then he gave me this scoop, which I'm going to give to you now. Those commercials were directed by famed documentarian Errol Morris. Are you kidding me?
That makes sense, man.
I know. It makes sense. It does.
It makes sense.
It's so bizarre to hear that. And then I got like the inside scoop about how they found. I guess they sort of found the weird cutting around dynamic on the shoot because like a B camera was adjusting, and they just happened to get a shot, like on the chest of where he was gesturing with his hands, and Earl was like, Earl. He was like, oh, I like that. Let's do that.
Well, he's famous for making these documentaries where the characters are so larger than life they seem made up.
Yeah,
that's his thing. I feel like
right.
And
Little Dieter. Yeah.
All those Best Buy employees seem larger than life to BH.
That's Yeah,
that's very interesting. Now it makes me really want to get a Best Buy commercial.
Yeah. So that's that. That's my commercial. I do want to tease next week. I do want to get into these Verizon ads with Thomas Middleditch. I want to get into them. I want to unpack them. There's a lot there. There's a lot of them.
There's just, yeah. I mean, I don't like thinking about them. I think they're too massive. They're just too overwhelming.
It's a blitz
in so many different ways, which is like a monopoly. We'll get into it. We'll
tease that. So we'll tackle those next week. I'll get some research on that, and we can talk all about them. That's Commercial World. If you want to close it up, Eric.
It's a commercial world, and I am a commercial girl on radio.
Oh, just in time, too, because I'm looking at the clock, and it's time once again for Nup News at 9. Dun, 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 dun. This is the nuptial news at 9. The Nup News on the 9s.
Well, the Nup News this week, there's only been one Nup that's dominated the news.
Hit it.
And what Nup is that, Dan? Tell them what it is.
You want me to hit it? Okay. All right. Priyanka and Nick. Priyanka and the Joan.
Huge.
As they like to be called.
Huge celebration.
Yeah, big old. Well, I hear their lavish wedding celebrations with a deli reception. It was like a couple weeks long, this thing, right, Eric?
Yeah, it was a couple of weeks long. It was a real celebration. There was a lot of dancing. There was a lot of. It just looked like a movie.
Yeah.
This is one of the first weddings I've ever seen. Even like the royal weddings, this looked like, oh, this is like a movie. A real life movie being shot at a wedding.
Right.
Did you see the shot of when she was walking down the aisle and Nick Jonas just like brushes one single tear out of his eye?
No. I have to confess I have not seen a lot of what I'm looking at now is oh my God. Sophie Turner is there? She was like she looked great.
She did the dance. Everyone was like super into her doing the traditional dancing.
The light bulbs.
Yeah.
I was in an Indian wedding, so I know what you're talking about.
So how do you think this compares to the Indian wedding?
This one looks like it was a little bigger budge. Honestly, I don't know much about either of these two.
Who was from Game of Thrones was at the wedding that you were at? Who from Game of Thrones?
Hodor was there.
Hodor.
He's
a DJ. He could be there. I bet he's DJ'd a wedding.
Yeah,
we got to look that up. Has Hodor DJ'd any weddings?
Hey Alexa. Okay.
No.
So that's pretty.
If you want to talk, you have to use a better. You can't use a condescending tone like that.
Oh, Alexa.
You have to be like, "Hey Alexa,
has Hodor ever DJ'd a wedding?"
Okay, Google, tell me this. Okay, Google.
What do you think about this age difference? That's the big story with this Priyanka Nick Jonas story.
What the hell is the age difference?
I think they're about 7 years. She's 36. He's 29.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. They're going to be having kids right away if they're going to have some kids.
There it is.
Was that wrong to say?
Tell me about it.
I got babies on the mind, man.
You do, don't you? You do, don't you?
I just like those babes.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have much to say considering this was your scoop. You got anything?
It wasn't really a scoop. It was just kind of everything's been said. I feel like we have to address it because we're a wedding podcast and we have weddings on the mind. But I feel like it was just a big celebrity. It was just like cross-cultural. That's the thing that like.
Yeah, that's cool.
About this one, it was cool.
So she's like a Bollywood star or something? I know nothing.
Well, I'm glad that you brought it up then.
I didn't bring it up.
I'm glad that you wanted to talk about this.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to talk about Best Buy ads and nothing but Best Buy ads for the rest of the pod. You know what? I'm looking at the clock here. That's the nuptial news at 9. Dun, 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 dun. That was the nuptial news at 9. Eric, we're dancing in circles here. We're shitting the bed here because we got a hell of a guest this week here on Groomzilla's, don't we?
We do. We have a great guest, Dan, and that guest's name is Ahmed Bharoocha, and he's going to really fix this episode of Groomzilla's. That you think is going bad? I don't think it's going that bad.
It's not going bad. I just thought that was a particularly weak Nup news just because I didn't have anything to say. I usually read a quote. I love that our wedding was a religious mashup.
Yeah.
The Quantico star tells people exclusively.
You got babies on the mind. And you want to talk about baby names.
Dylan.
You're going to name a baby Dylan. Are you going to name a baby Dylan?
Todd.
No.
Jason.
Lewis.
Lou.
Jason.
Hey, Jace. Bud, could you take out the garbage? Jason. Jace.
Don't.
Is he there? Is he not there? Is Jason home?
No. Jason's out.
Jace? Yeah, he must have left.
He's always just running out.
Let's run out for a minute.
You just missed Jason. And but the other kid is here. Oh, yeah, just the other kid is here.
You don't want to talk to
What's
Todd?
No. You don't want to talk to Goth Bob? That's our kids.
Goth Bob,
and Jason.
Goth Bob. Oh my God.
Goth Bob.
Are you friends with Goth Bob or Bob? I'm friends with Goth Bob. Oh, okay.
He's a lot weirder, but his mom has better snacks.
Cool, I get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's take a break and then let's come back with Ahmed. Thanks for listening. Welcome back to Groomzilla's. We're here with Ahmed Bharoocha. Ahmed, thanks for coming back to Groomzilla's.
Yeah,
return guest.
Return guest.
Yeah,
you are
our second.
Ooh, I feel honored. Who's the other one?
Matt Bronger.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm in good company.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
In real good company. What's changed? What's changed since we talked to you last?
Ooh.
How was your second wedding?
I don't think I had a child then. My second wedding was great. I did have 2 weddings.
It's fun.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Did we talk about that?
I don't think so. I don't know.
We talked about the one in the Bay Area, right?
Yeah. I don't know if I was the first one was like an elopement that we didn't tell people about, so I don't know if I was maybe telling people when I talked to you guys.
Okay. I don't remember hearing about it. Eric, do you?
I don't think so. I just saw you guys married all of a sudden on Instagram and like, oh, they're married on Instagram.
Yeah. That we also had an Instagram wedding too.
Oh, okay. So you had 3 weddings.
Oh, you have to now.
Yeah,
you have to.
It's too much to have to Instagram during your real wedding, so you got to do
you
do it over.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier. It's just easier.
Yeah.
It's smarter.
So wait, what the elopement was just like a courthouse thing?
Yeah, we went to Santa Barbara courthouse where I'm from and got married there. And
I didn't know you were from Santa Barbara. Did I know that?
I don't know. Oh. Well, I'm kind of from Rhode Island too, so most people probably just think I'm from Rhode Island.
Yeah. That's
I started comedy in Rhode Island. So,
okay.
So it's kind of like my comedy birth
home.
Place.
Okay. Okay. So Santa Barbara Courthouse, our producer Brett here at Forever Dog got married there. That's like a really pretty Spanish. Is it Spanish?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. But it's gorgeous.
Missionary. Yeah, missionary.
Yeah, it's like a mission.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Very
beautiful.
Cool. Okay. So was it just you and Abby?
Yeah, just me and Abby and a lady we found on like a website that like did that kind of stuff. And she was really nice. At first we were kind of like...
And then you went and got married.
Yeah. And she brought like a witness, I think. Some lady.
She wasn't the witness?
No, she was the married
the
officiant.
She was like
an
ordained...
Did you guys like talk to her at all, or was it?
Yeah,
just,
we did.
Like,
we kind of looked at a bunch of people, and then she kind of just had like a really sweet vibe, and she was really nice.
Yeah.
So we were like, let's go with her.
Oh, so the courthouse. See, when I went to the courthouse in Beverly Hills, they had the person there. And
well, I don't know why. I think we wanted it to feel a little more special.
Gotcha.
Because I think like we just went to the courthouse, and then she went outside. We were under a tree, and she did a little ceremony, and then walked in with us.
Oh,
and like helped us do the paperwork or something.
Oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was nice.
And then you had like a weekend in Santa Barbara or something?
Yeah, well, we stayed at the Madonna Inn, which is not Santa Barbara, but my parents used to go there a lot, so it was just like felt like really.
We've had a couple
romantic.
people in here talking about that Madonna Inn for their weddings.
Yeah, oh, it was awesome.
It's great. But I always ask the same thing. Did you smell the dank?
Oh yeah. That's why we went there.
Yeah. Oh, right.
We got married on New Year's Eve because that was like our original anniversary, so we wanted to keep it like that.
You guys
and it's
hooked
really
up
cool
on New Year's Eve for the first time?
Yeah.
Was it the midnight kiss?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Was it at that party that Abby threw?
No, it was at Chris Register's house.
Oh, that classic party.
I was there too.
Is he still there with the backyard? They used to do
it was
the
nice.
movies.
It was beautiful.
Frogtown.
Frog, and we lost.
That's where I met.
Oh, there you are.
That's where Drew and I met too.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a really nice place to meet your wife.
Yeah. You go there, you get a wife, you have a beer in your mouth. That's what I do. That's what my,
you got any more wives? You got any more wives at your house?
Well, that's fun. So yeah, and that's a good anniversary too.
Oh yeah,
like
we'll never forget.
Yeah, that's perfect. And then you get your exact annuals with the year of our Lord.
Yeah, although it's kind of confusing because I always have a hard time counting because you're counting the exact thing, and you're like, we were together in 2012, and then you're trying to do the math, but you're like, no, I'm starting 2000. Like,
so it started. You started at the end of the world.
Yeah.
Wow. So it was 11 into 12.
Yeah, 11 into 12.
Okay. Yeah, that is.
It
confusing.
was someone was supposed to come and take us all.
Teotihuacan.
Yeah.
Was that his name?
Never showed up.
Yeah. Well,
stood us up.
Okay, so and then
I heard he's coming though. I heard he's coming.
No, he's coming.
He's just
Something's
late.
coming.
He's on his way.
Late guy.
He texted. He's stuck in traffic.
Around the corner, 15 minutes.
Yeah,
I'll be right there.
Yeah,
I just have a couple more things.
End of the world. I'm bringing it. I'm coming. We sort of bowled over. You have a son now, right?
Yeah, I have a son. Walter is 1 year old.
That's a fun little wrench to throw in the relationship.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It is. It's totally. I kind of feel like you're like marriage. You're not really married until you have a kid.
Yeah.
Or at least like the hard part.
I understand that. Yeah, I get that. Because not much change for me going from living with my wife to marrying her.
Yeah. So, it almost felt like like more secure. You're like, oh, well, now we're here.
Yeah.
It's just the same, but there's a little extra like security.
Yeah.
I know you're not just gonna like break up with me.
Right.
You have to bring paperwork.
You're strapped in, but you're strapped in, but the roller coaster hasn't like hit the peak yet.
Yeah,
it's like
you're kind of free to
climbing.
do still whatever you want. I mean, you compromise on what you want to do, like where you want to go, where you want to live.
Right.
But like when there's a kid, then there's a lot less wiggle room of like it's like we gotta do stuff with this kid.
Yeah,
when
it's always
when
there.
the shit literally hits the fan. Then it's like
yeah, there is a lot of shit.
So your baby shits?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
All the time.
But that's
very cool.
Healthy,
you want them to.
Yeah, that's what you want.
If they don't, then you need to worry.
Okay. Hoping to get one of those shitless babies.
Yeah.
But probably not in the cards.
They make them in China.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've heard they're doing something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
very
good.
clean.
Babies.
Very, very clean. Very clean.
So what?
Some gene editing.
So what's the what changed? So just like your scheduling, and I mean I know
Just
what changed.
mostly what changes is that like 90% of your energy goes to this baby, you know, and it's great, and it you love the baby, but then you kind of feel bad for the other person because you're like, sorry, I haven't like,
acknowledge.
giving you some of my energy.
Yeah,
and you both kind of say it. You're like, I'm so tired. You just want to go to bed at like 9 every day.
That sounds nice, actually.
Yeah, that part's kind of nice, except for that. Then you're like, you put the baby down. And you're like, let's do something. And you're like, it's 9. Let's go to bed.
Right. Yeah. How often are you guys getting out for date nights and stuff?
I think we're pretty lucky because I have a lot of family here, so we do it like I wouldn't say once a week, but at least more than once a month, maybe.
Oh, really? That's really good.
I don't know. I guess what different. Depends on what a date is. I guess
just
like leaving the house sometimes.
Yeah.
I just say date all the time.
Yeah.
Like we're going to the grocery store and I'll just be like, grocery day.
Yeah,
we're at the grocery store without our kid. It's a date.
Yeah, you gotta find it where you can.
Yeah.
That's fun. How old is Walter?
That's awesome.
He's 14 months.
Okay.
So a year and 2 months.
Damn.
You're right in it.
Yeah. He's just starting to walk. He's also just starting to come over to you and like cuddle.
Oh my God.
Which is like really ridiculous.
You into that?
Yeah. I've been like his whole life making him cuddle me. Like, get over here, sit next to me. Let's sit. And then you'll watch TV. Usually that's when you get like the best cuddles because he's like distracted.
Yeah.
So you're like, you're laying on me.
Right.
Otherwise he would just go run away and play with toys.
Sure.
But now
you seem like a real cuddly dude.
I am.
You seem like you come from a cuddly family.
Yeah,
like, yo,
for sure.
you guys look like you cuddle.
Yes, we did cuddle.
Yeah.
Came from a family of cuddlers.
That's good.
Yeah.
It makes for good people, I think. Cuddling, love in general.
Yeah, it is. It's nice. And it's nice to know that he's like into it now.
Yeah. Well, he's in a cuddle family.
He's really like, especially with Abby, he's just like, keeps walking up to her and just like hugging her leg.
Oh my God.
And then he like gave me one hug on my leg and I was like, nice. I got one.
Oh man.
He gave her like 10 one day and then
the
next day he did it to my leg and I'm like, finally.
Yeah. You were sulking.
Yeah. I was like, I got legs. My legs are fine.
Come on, son.
And then does he just like destroy with the grandparents?
They're like too obsessed with them.
Yeah.
They're way happier now in their life. Like I feel like before him, like they're kind of getting each other's nerves, which they still do. But that was like all they had was just being annoyed at each other.
Yeah.
And you were constantly like getting in between, like, hey,
your parents.
Yeah, I'm like, be nice to each other, and they'd be like, we are being nice. Yeah. You're like, this does not sound nice.
Yeah.
This is just their regular thing. But now they're just like the happiest.
First grandkid.
God damn it! It's like it's my favorite part of kids. It's just watching them like. You own these people. Like these kids, like you can do whatever you want right now to these people. Yeah. And they'll be fine with it.
Yeah, my dad is like
incredible.
He won't let you say anything negative about him.
About the
baby. He'll be like, oh, he's a little cranky today. No, he's not. He's not cranky. I'm like, it's okay that he's cranky.
Yeah.
I'm just commenting that he is being cranky. No, he's not cranky. Like, what?
That's really sweet.
Babies get cranky, Dad.
Yeah. Not
doesn't
this
mean
one.
You hate him.
No. Yeah.
Never.
Oh man, that's great. So they've been waiting. Do you have siblings, right?
Yeah, I have an older sister and a younger sister.
Okay.
And they also live here, and they're like obsessed with them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
That's fun. That's fun. You just have a little baby you can throw around and just light up everyone's life.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm so curious to how long that lasts, because it's really cool. It's like such a great time in my life to be like, oh, my whole family is like excited about this little guy. And not that they're going to and stop being excited about him, but I can't imagine that this much joy will always be like when he's like 10. Are they going to be this obsessed with him?
I think kids stop being fun like at 9 or 10.
Yeah, where they're like, I don't like you anymore. Yeah. Like they don't want to come out of their room to say
and then
hi.
like 20 they get cool again.
Yeah.
Honestly, Ahmed, I think it's on you. Like I think it's on you to take your career to the next level and like outshine this motherfucker. Like you have to like
no one cares about
you
me
get a
no
movie. Once you get a movie, I feel like that's going to be like
they'll be like, forget that kid.
Get out of here, dude. Are you in the movies? No.
Yeah.
What are you, 9? Go away right now.
Is there any sort of pressure there in your career that you feel now that you have a mouth to feed?
Yeah, for sure. I'd say, It's like, cause I feel like before, you want to make it, you want to make money, but you're also like, well, who cares?
Yeah, right. I started with nothing, so
but now I'm like, okay, I better not have nothing.
Yeah.
Because he needs stuff.
Right. So has that been beneficial to your work ethic? Or you always had a pretty good work ethic?
Yeah, I don't know. I'd say kind of mixed bag. Like there's a part of me that's maybe when I am working, I'll do it and I'm good, but I also can be more lazy now because I'm spending most of my energy on him. Right. So I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out if I am being more productive or not.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's interesting. I always think about that because I've heard people who are parents say that when the kids come along, their focus on their career just drops down a whole lot just because they're like not so focused on themselves. Yeah.
So it's weird because I feel like the focus maybe drops down. So maybe when it's like I'm more patient with it, which I think is good because especially, when you live in LA, you're less patient than the average person pursuing this because you're like, look at all these things.
Right.
But now that there's this baby to distract me, I'm not like going, oh, I didn't get that thing or I didn't get that thing. Like I'm not looking at those things.
Right.
But then when it's time to like make money, I'm like, oh, I need to go get something that makes money. So I don't care about all the things I'm not getting as long as I'm getting something.
Sure. Yeah,
So
that makes
nice.
sense.
Yeah. It's like more of a focus.
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
And I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like when you get older, like it becomes less of like, because when you're younger and you're like doing whatever it is, like it doesn't have to be comedy or like whatever you're like into like career wise, like it like fucking consumes you. But as you get older, you start thinking of as like, I have to work out. I have to have a balance. I have to like see my friends.
Yeah.
Like do
when you're
these
younger and you
things
just want all of it. You're just like, I want that thing. Oh, you have that. What's that thing? You're on that show. I want that show. Or oh, what? You got a thing? How did I not get that thing? Right. Like, you didn't even know that thing existed.
Right.
Yeah, it's so much more intense with showbiz. This thing of ours. Yeah. What I like to call it.
Because it's like glamorous a little bit, you know.
Sure. Well, also it's just because you realize there's not enough for everybody, but like there's so many people and there's so many things to do.
Yeah.
It's like you get your time at the plate too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. So the baby, I noticed you said he watches TV.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, hell yeah.
We didn't let him watch that much in the beginning.
Yeah.
But now we try to balance it when he's like sick. Like right now he's kind of sick. So when he's sick, I just turn it on and be like, zone out. Don't think about.
So you're not concerned about the screen time or the.
I definitely am. I am concerned with screen time.
Does he have his own
phone? Try to
phone?
limit it. No, not yet.
At 14 months.
But I also let him see my phone.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want him to be obsessed with it. But sometimes I think if I make it this thing he can't see,
he'll want
he's
it
like,
more.
what is that?
Yeah.
That thing that you won't let me have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So every once in a while I let him have it, and he looks at it, and then he just kind of
smart.
like, and throws it away.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe in like 2 years he'll be obsessed with it.
Yeah. No, he will
watch-
be if you let him have it.
Daniel Tiger, is that what we're talking about? Does he watch Daniel Tiger?
Right now, he just started watching Moana, and it like
is
captivating him. He's watched it maybe like 10 times already in a row, and it's he stares at the TV the whole time. Everything else, like he'll look, he'll walk away.
Yeah.
But this, it's like
locked in.
Yeah, from start to finish. He's just like, what is this? Like, you just watched
Hell
this.
yeah.
That's good. Yeah. Do your nieces watch a lot of TV, or are they not allowed the screen time, Eric?
Daniel Tiger, well, Drew's nephew, who's I think he's going to be 2 in a month. The only thing he locks in on really at TV wise is Daniel Tiger. He does when it's on, like they just like stare. I think it's like their brains are so like developing so fast that it's too much. Yeah. Like something that big and like that loud and moving that fast and bright, like they know they don't have a shot. And I hate I just like look at him. I'm like, yeah, man, I get it.
Yeah,
because.
For the most part, I just don't let him. I don't want it to be like his whole day. Yeah. So I'm like, I'll let him watch a thing or two, and then let's go like outside. Let's go. Play around.
I think the balance is the way to go. I have nephew and nieces on my wife's side, and then I have nephews on my side, and it's like the two ends of the spectrum as far as like my nephews are like on their phones all the time, watching iPads, watching TV, and they're great kids. I don't see any discernible difference. And then on the other side of the spectrum, like they aren't allowed to even look at their parents' phones.
Wow.
So I'm just curious.
I like to be in the middle ground. I have a cousin who's like that. Who's like, we don't let him know there's TV.
A lot of people do that. Yeah.
It's like, oh wow.
Oh God.
I don't mind him knowing there's TV. I just don't want him to think that that's what you do all day.
Right. Don't plop him down.
And I don't think so far. He's only a year, but it doesn't seem like a problem. Like he's totally fine without TV. Yeah. Turn off the TV. He just goes and does something else.
Yeah. Well, I grew up watching a lot of TV.
Me too. Yeah.
Me too.
I wouldn't say I turned out fine. But
I wouldn't blame the TV.
No.
I kind of think about this a lot. And I kind of feel like TV has made my brain the disease. The disease pit that it is, but it's also this disease pit is something I rely on to have.
Yeah.
And like you kind of learn from TV too, I'd say. You learn lessons. Like you almost learn a little bit of morality from it. Like most young kids' TV shows are like have some kind of lesson.
Sure.
And usually it's not a bad lesson.
Yeah. Also, if you're too closed off from it, then like you're just one of those kids who like wasn't allowed to watch the TV growing up.
And for me, my number one thing I want for my kid is to be able to connect with other kids.
Exactly.
And
everyone else is doing
that
it.
Away.
Yeah. I don't know.
You better get him a phone, dude.
That's what I probably wait a long time for is a phone.
Yeah.
And when he knows an iPad, I'll be like, you can do it when we're
like
on a plane or traveling, an hour at home or something. Just like limit it.
Right. I'm so curious to see what this generation turns out like.
I almost think there's going to be a generation that rejects it all.
Oh, of course.
Because like, especially right now, we're always like taking pictures of him.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes he's annoyed with what our phone is.
Yeah.
We're like, oh my God, look at, and he's like, hey, I'm playing with you. What is that thing?
Don't insert this.
I hope that happens in our lifetime.
Yeah.
Well, I hope that swiveling back to like, no, fuck that shit.
Like, our kids are going to be mad when they grow up and go like, oh, you put pictures of me all over the place and everyone knows who I am.
Exactly. I think it'll be that generation that swings back.
Like when he's like a teenager, he's like, I hate that these people all know me.
Yeah, right. Like, did you know there's like trees and stuff?
Yeah. Like every friend that comes to your house is like, I've seen you for your whole life.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be weird, man.
Who are you?
That is already sort of our reality where we sort of know who people are before we actually know them personally.
It's starting to be weird.
Yeah.
I'm like, do I know you or are you just a suggested
I don't know people's
friend?
real names anymore.
You what?
Never.
I'll just be staring. I'll just associate a person with their screen name for so long that like I'll forget I won't like forget their real name, but I'll just like that'll be their name, and I'll like see them in person and like say that to their face, and they're like, "What?"
Yeah, yeah. And
I hate that.
That's so weird. I mean, everyone's still weirded out by it. Well, how you know someone from their Instagram or something?
Yeah.
Like you're like a big person on the Instagram.
Yeah.
Why
You're
are you
putting
still...
these things out there.
Yeah. Ooh, you know me from the internet. There's still like a what do you call
Stalkery feeling or something?
Yeah, or it's just like internet dating still has like an asterisk by it, which is like, okay, most people have met through some sort of app or something.
Yeah.
It's still.
I hope that goes away. That'll probably go away.
Yeah,
that's happening.
Everything's on the computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, but like the stigma of online dating.
That's what I'm saying.
It's pretty much gone.
I'm surprised.
Sure,
I don't think it is though. I've gone to weddings. Take it back to the weddings. I've gone to weddings where people have
very nice segue.
Where people have met on Tinder, and they were so ashamed.
Oh, they don't want to say it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would say that's true. Like, people never want to. Like, you're doing crowd work, and you're like, "How'd you guys meet?"
Yeah.
They're always the internet.
The internet. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
That's fine. We're all there. We're all on
It's not
it.
a dirty place.
Yeah. But I guess it used to be, and that still hangs over. I don't know.
It's like the place where I get my porn.
Yeah, right.
I met her there.
Yeah, and I sort of get how Tinder isn't like.
But you also get your mom's Christmas presents there.
Yeah. Because Tinder's not like what are the nice dating websites like
OK Cupid or something.
Cupid, or like what's the one with the old man?
Bumble.
That's Six Flags.
That's not a dating site.
I think that's the Six Flags commercial.
Oh no, you were like a little street boy. Street boy years.
But Tinder's like a hookup app, so I can understand people being a little embarrassed by that.
Wow, we were trying to fuck.
Yeah, right. And we fell in love.
I was looking through a pile of women. There she was.
Yeah, your mom had on the right hat.
A red hat.
Yeah,
a red hat society. No.
What else is going? What else? I mean, how about you said you're not really paying attention to each other as much as you used to.
Yeah, although then we kind of try to make a focus on it. Like we did like a little getaway, which was nice. It was a nice reset. Yeah. We just went to like her dad won like free tickets to some casino.
What?
Hotel.
Of course he did.
Yeah. It was like Pachanga.
I love, oh my God. You went to like Morongo or something? Or
yeah.
It was
Pachanga. I think it was Pachanga.
Okay.
That's like near Palm
That's
Springs,
the one in
right?
like Chumash.
That's Morongo.
Maybe it was Morongo.
Wait. Yeah, Morongo's the one on the way to Palm Springs, right, Eric?
Yes.
Yeah.
Morongo's the one, and then like there's Chumash, which is like up Santa Barbara.
Oh yeah, I grew up near there.
Yeah.
Oh man, so like a weekend at the Morongo?
Yeah, and it was so nice. All we did was just stay in the hotel. There was like really cool like pool area where there was like water slides that were really scary actually. We like kept going on them.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we were just like little kids.
I mean, hotels are fun.
Yeah. That one was like I was like expecting it to be real lame.
No, I've always wanted to stop there, but it's like 30 minutes before Palm Springs. We're almost there.
Yeah.
I used to just go there like I used to hang out with a lot of gamblers and it was I used to just
you weren't a
like,
gambler, just your friends.
I can't gamble. You saw me trying to set the mic up earlier. Like, can you imagine this whole setup at a blackjack table? Like thinking about that man.
I saw you at the blackjack table in Vegas.
I would just be on Molly. I would just go with them and like be on ecstasy and just like walk around Morongo and be like slightly depressed the whole time, but like really have like some fun.
Do you gamble?
It was always fun.
A little, not much. We did a little bit when we were there, like on the last night we were there. I'll do like craps or blackjack, and I'm not great at either.
Yeah, same here.
And then I lose, and I'm like, God, I feel so mad at myself for just throwing my money away.
That's gambling.
But I think it's good for me that I'm bad at it.
Definitely.
Otherwise, I would be definitely addicted to it.
Yeah. Although I know a lot of gamblers who are bad at it and still do it.
Still do it.
Yeah, they're really good at throwing
that's
away.
a problem.
That's an issue.
I like poker. With friends.
Poker's fun. Yeah, poker with friends is great. And craps, craps is really fun. It's just it's not like I don't play it to win. It's just fun to be at the table where everyone's
the
kind of
party
cheering.
game.
Yeah, it's like you're all kind of in it together.
Right.
You can choose to not be in it together, but usually you want to let's all win.
Yeah, I don't understand it, so I never play it.
It's hard.
It's really confusing.
Although I just learn a few things and just do those things.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to do all the things on the board. You just know what, I know what that is. I'm bet for that.
Yeah, even that is over my head. It's too much.
I even still was bad. I was trying to tell Abby how to do it, and she'd ask me I don't even know if I'm saying it right.
I love it when I get asked to explain things that I think I know.
Yeah.
Then I quickly find out that I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, like the guys next to me are like, no, that's not true. He's not saying it right.
Yeah. Oh man,
casinos kind of ruined hotels because they're like the opposite of what you go to a hotel to like relax and shit. And they're like, let me go downstairs and fucking lose my goddamn fucking mind.
Yeah,
and then come back upstairs and go to sleep.
Yeah, but they got those water slides. That's good.
Yeah, those water slides.
Yeah, water slides.
And they had like a place to get a massage, so we do that. It was
nice. You do the deep dish?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
it was great.
Get them in there. Mm-hmm. I never like getting massages.
Oh, I love it.
Me too. Me neither.
Do it all the time.
You don't like it either?
Mm-mm.
What do you think that is?
Things. You don't like to be touched?
A bunch of different stuff. A lot of moving parts on that one.
Yeah, yeah. We can just let. We can just
get a lot of
no,
aches and pains.
Huh?
Do you get a lot of aches and pains?
Yeah.
I'm in pain constantly.
Oh man,
no. I could really use a massage.
That's the reason.
Yeah. Maybe we should
hurt?
get into that. Oh, my feet suck.
It's best.
My lower back.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Just always hurting. Getting up in the morning. Oh, so what time are you getting up with Walter?
It was like 5. I don't know. No, 6:30. 6:30.
Okay.
Yeah, 6:30. I'd say.
Yeah, and he's sleeping through the night now.
For the most part, yeah. I'd say every once in a while he'll if he's sick, he'll wake up crying and kind of go in and give him a bottle, and he'll go back to bed.
What was Walter? I love the name Walter. Is that named after sweetness, Walter Payton?
No, we.
Why would he be?
I know. Well, I know a dog named after Walter Payton, so I guess that's not really.
I would say he's not specifically named after anyone.
Walter Matthau,
but Wally from the movie Wall-E.
Really?
That was like me and Abby's favorite movie.
Oh
when
my
we
god!
First started dating, and that was like our first costume, a Halloween costume.
Okay,
but that's not like why we named him that, but that helped.
It's in the ball.
We were just like saying
I've
a bunch
never
of
seen
names. I'm my god, watch it.
I'm very excited to see it. I've always wanted to.
So you call him Wally?
I like Walter. I call him Walter.
Yeah.
But sometimes we'll call him Wally. But I like that
great.
it sounds like an old man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Walter.
I like old man names on babies.
Yeah.
They wear them well.
They do.
My nephew's name is Otis.
Oh, that's cute. I have a nephew named Otis too. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it became a name there for a second.
Yeah.
And they were not happy about it.
Yeah, I thought I was like, I don't know any Walters. This is great. I wanted a name that kind of felt a little different.
Yeah.
And now I hear so many Walters, and I'm like, oh,
really?
There's a lot of Walters.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think that's just a thing where you become acutely aware of, and then you just notice it.
But there's like so many like characters in like pop culture that are Walter. Like
Walter
from
Sobchak.
I rewatched Lost, and I'm like, oh yeah, the kid's Walter on it.
Oh yeah.
It's Walt.
Yeah.
Or like, actually, it was really funny that the day he was born, we're watching Family Feud, and there was this really dumb-looking guy. Like, he had, like, this big, stupid mustache, and he was wearing, like, a funny suit. And me and Abby were like, look at this weirdo. And then they just, like, zoomed in on him, and his, like, name was Walter. We were like, we made a huge mistake.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
yeah,
perfect.
Walt. I forget. It's
Walt.
So you got Walter White.
Walter White.
You got Walt Disney.
Frazier.
Walt Disney.
Walt Clyde Frazier.
Walt Clyde Frazier.
I had a family friend named Walt that was really nice.
Uh-huh.
So he was also an element that I was like, oh, yeah, I have, like, fond memories of that name, Walt.
Yeah. Walter Sobchak.
I want to call him Walt when he's, like,
Big
a teenager.
Lebowski. Yeah, Walt.
Yeah.
Wally, Walt.
When he's a baby, Walter. Teenager, Walt. When he's an old man, Wally.
I worked at an Afghan
progression.
restaurant for like 10 years named Walters.
You knew what?
I worked at an Afghan restaurant for like 10 years. It was called Walters.
Really? That's it's like a weirdly named restaurant.
Because they bought it, because the Afghan family bought it from a dude named Walter.
There it is.
And they didn't want anyone to know.
They just kept the name, and they're like, but they just started, instead of serving
That's hilarious.
cheeseburgers, they started serving Afghan food and cheeseburgers.
Oh, I love that.
I love that.
Yeah.
How was the cheeseburger compared to the Oyster?
I mean, completely different. Now we're talking, because Oyster is like a burger.
Is it the best?
Burger culture.
Oh, you've never
This
been?
was just
No.
like a.
Oh, yeah.
Where's that?
Eagle Rock is
Eagle Rock.
Oyster. I'm gonna
Oh
try
yeah,
that. I love burgers.
really good chicken salad, really good pastrami, pulled pork, burger. Eagle Rock. Do
Speaking
it.
of burgers, you know what burger has been killing it for me? You know the Yucca's taco stand? Yucca's or Yucca's? I don't know how you say
I
it.
always love that burger. It is a good
Hillhurst?
burger.
It's an
I love 'em.
amazing
Never
burger.
had it, but I've heard that.
I love Mexican place burgers. The Walters burger was a lot like that, where it was like they'll just make a big burger just because like we have like a really good idea of what an American burger should be.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
That's great.
Oh, man. It tastes like...
It's not an afterthought. They're like, let's knock this one out of the park.
Oh, and they kill it. Like, I think it's the dark horse, like, best thing they have. Like, of course, the burritos and tacos are great, but, like, I've been chowing these double cheeseburgers lately.
Oh, man, what's it called again?
Yucca's, YUCA.
YUCA, okay.
It's a great place.
Before,
They know me by my name, which I love. Okay, Dan.
Burger Man.
Although I changed my, I'm now...
here comes the guy. He's the only guy that orders the burger.
That's not true. That's not true. Popular choice. What about weddings since you have the kid? Have you been to any? Have you been invited?
Yeah, I have.
Great
I've been to
question,
a bunch,
man.
actually.
Yeah? A bunch?
I'd say a bunch. More weddings than I'd ever been to.
Really?
I had like Abby's cousin got married. I was a best man in a wedding.
Look out.
There you go.
First time ever.
Okay.
And it was great. It was fun. We brought the baby.
Yeah.
I had to do the speech.
Yeah,
I felt like I did good.
Let's unpack this. So,
oh, man.
who is the groom?
He was also my best man. I met him in college. His name's Tim Bargulis. He's a comedian. He's like a sweet little nerdy guy.
Yeah, that name sort of rings a bell.
Yeah, he's kind of like he met this girl. It was like perfect for him. And before that, it was kind of like we thought, oh, he's never gonna meet anyone. He was kind of feeling like, oh, how do you meet women? I don't know. It's just not gonna happen for me. And then met like the perfect girl for him. And they had like they're both super nerdy and weird, and they had like a really nerdy weird wedding.
Oh, really?
It was great. Yeah.
How so?
Like they had like at one point they like put on these like weird masks for photos, like these like kind of scary looking like animal masks,
Like eyes wide shut.
yeah,
masks.
something like that. And there was
Like Illuminati masks.
a lot of like we all did like nerdy shoes. The whole group's the party, like we all got like you picked whatever nerdy thing you liked. I like Zelda. Other people had like Disney things or Harry Potter or like comic book stuff, and they got like that printed on these like Converse shoes.
Okay.
It was really cool.
I pictured Converse when you were talking about this.
Yeah, it was that, and I'm trying to think of what more nerdy things they did. It was really like no ceremony. Like a comedian, our friend, the Boston comedian Gary Peterson was the officianator, and he was like really funny and brief, and he was just like, okay.
Yeah.
And they didn't do any vows. They didn't really want to.
Okay.
They're kind of shy, so they were just like, whatever. It was fun.
Here in L.A.?
No, it was in Cambria.
Oh, yeah. I know Cambria.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's by Hearst Castle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Love
My
Central
dad used to
Coast.
work at Hearst Castle.
Really?
Yeah, he was like a groundskeeper at Hearst Castle.
Wow, that's a gig.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Did he ever herd the zebras?
He heard them? I don't know. He hasn't talked about it that much. He just says they got to use the pool. That's all he says.
Oh, cool.
He's like, I worked there and we got to use the pool.
Oh, that's awesome. When I was there, they had drained the pool because it had big cracks
My
in
dad
it.
used it.
Cannonball. He did a cannonball. That's great. So Cambria, that's beautiful.
Oh, very beautiful.
You got the walrus seals, or not? That's two
Sea lion. They're
different
like
things.
sea lion.
Sea lion.
Elephant seal. Elephant seal.
Elephant seals. That's what it is.
Yeah. Did you see those?
I didn't see any.
Didn't see any.
Were you nervous at all about the best man
I was
speech? Or were
really
you like,
nervous. I was very nervous. Like her she's Chinese and she comes from like a pretty like reserved Chinese family.
Okay.
So I was kind of like, oh, I have some jokes that I'm going to do about him, but I don't want to be like not raunchy. I wasn't raunchy, but
Yeah.
I didn't want to be insensitive.
Right.
But I did want to be funny. I wanted to like kind of, and I wanted to like make fun of Tim a little bit, like as a friend, but I didn't want it to come across as that I was like putting him down or anything.
Right.
And I was just nervous that I would offend people or that the jokes wouldn't get laughs and things like that. And I was kind of nervous about the bride too, because they don't like a lot of attention on them.
Oh,
like they said that they're like, oh, we don't really want a big thing or that or this. Like we're kind of shy. We don't like that.
All right.
So then I'm just like, oh, but I have all these like really fun things to say about you, but that does bring more attention onto you.
right.
So
So you had to straddle
what should
that
I do?
line.
Yeah. But I think they seemed both really happy afterwards. So I was like, nice.
Get some laughs.
I think
get
it's
some
so
laughs.
romantic.
Got some, there was one great one that wasn't even my laugh. It was like Abby's laugh. Like I think I planned on saying something like, I know this is like the best day of your life, but it's also one of the best days of my life. But I said like, this is the best day of my life. And then like, I didn't see it, but like Abby just like perfectly timed a like eye roll. And like the whole like place just like went bonkers over it. And then that made me like realize what I had said. And I was like, oh, this is my second best day. And then like, it was like a third best day because Walter was there too.
Right.
And that was like not planned laugh, but that was the biggest, best laugh.
Yeah. That's great. So Walter is there. How's Walter at the weddings?
Oh, he was great. That was his second wedding. He kills it.
Yeah.
He doesn't get cranky. He's
You put a little bow tie on him or something?
put a little bow tie on him. He loves it. He really likes the dancing.
Sure.
And like the first wedding we went to, there was a live band.
Oh, wow.
And I just like plopped him in front of it, and he just was super into
Right in front of the speaker or something?
Yeah. He was just like watching the drummer and watching, there was like these lights on the thing. It was cool. Yeah. He loved it. We thought like, oh, he's going to go to sleep or something.
Yeah.
But he lasted way past bedtime.
Oh, wow. Was there ever a thought that you would not bring him and just have, or was there not in the cards?
Not for those two weddings,
Yeah.
but we didn't bring him to other weddings.
Yeah.
Like we went to some friends' weddings and we were going to bring him, but then we were like, nah, let's try to just do a date thing.
Right.
You know, go by ourselves.
Have you encountered a wedding yet that doesn't allow kids?
Yeah, I think one of them said no kids.
Yeah.
And then I think that someone still brought their kids.
That
And
always
they were
happens.
like, it was like relatives, and they're like kind of mad at them.
I've never been to a wedding and I've been to a ton of weddings that were no kids, but there's always kids there.
Yeah.
People are just like, what are they gonna do?
Like, I got
Fucking
kids.
take me
You invited me to your wedding, and I got kids.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring them.
That's so romantic that your friends had a wedding even though they were shy. Like,
Yeah, it was
even
cute.
though
I
they're
thought the
shy,
same.
they like hated it. They like wanted to have this fucking moment. Like that's rad. I think that's
Yeah,
beautiful.
it was a really
Yeah.
great wedding.
Yeah. What do you look for in a wedding now that you have a kid and you're cruising in and you're the old vet?
Most important thing for me to enjoy the wedding is the food. I usually want to enjoy the food. Doesn't have to be the best food, but I just don't want it to be like
Bad.
blah.
Too little.
Yeah, it doesn't have to
Yeah.
blow my socks off like best restaurant I've ever been to, but it's
Right.
like, I want a good meal. I want to enjoy the food.
Yeah.
I look for, I really love going to friends' weddings and just like watching their families.
Yeah.
That's really fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, you need some little bit of family there.
Yeah. I like seeing like people who
I like
kind of look like
I want
my
to be
friend.
part of the family by the time the
Yeah,
weekend's
exactly.
over.
Yeah, you want to
Like,
kind of be like,
like,
hey,
I
Uncle
wanna
Marge.
over. Yeah,
Yeah.
this guy.
Yeah.
This guy. Hey, Uncle Larry, watch your leg.
How's the
Watch your
pancreatic going?
Oh no.
It's not a goiter.
Get up. You got to walk. Your doctor told you to walk. Watch the
Take a
salt.
lap. Take a lap. Put that down. What else, man?
I would say I like a good photo booth. That's always fun.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
See, I'm over
Yeah.
the photo booths.
I think it's fun because it's something for everyone to do.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of goes over there and does
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
just kind of makes everyone like a little silly.
I guess what I'm over is the like the mustaches.
Yeah, I
and
don't really,
the
I
glass.
don't get into
the
that.
props.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I put on a prop, but
You throw on a prop?
I throw on a prop.
Yeah.
yeah.
But I also will totally go propless
Okay.
and tell a little story. I like to tell a little story in the photo.
Yeah. Yeah. I like to see what kind of face everyone else is
Yeah.
doing.
You got
and
3 or
like-
4 things. It's like, where
Yeah.
was the first one? Then we're all over here.
I
And
only
this
have like 1 or 2 moves. It's pretty pathetic considering I'm a professional actor. I just only have like 3 faces I can do. And then one, this is always a famous pick is like the look into the side. You do that where the eyes are on the side?
Yeah.
Like, oh, what happened over there? Like, I don't know. I looked over there. Yep, that's the one.
And then we're going to do the one sincere one.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Now let's put all the sincere pressure on this one photograph.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then move on.
I usually go tiny hat.
Nice. That's great. That'll work every time.
Like a tiny hat.
Yeah.
Like dead serious face. Just like really dead serious face. Tiny hat. That's usually my
You can't go wrong with
go-to
that.
photo booth.
Yeah.
I like that.
I love photo booths at weddings, but I don't like taking photo booth photographs. It's too much pressure. I don't like I think my ADHD kicks in with the timing mechanism of it.
Yeah.
But I love photo booths at weddings. I think it's so fun, but just not for me.
Yeah. I mean, I understand having things to do at weddings. That's a good thing.
I would say, and on the almost like the flip side, like photo booth's nice, but kind of something everyone does.
Yeah.
It's also kind of cool when there's something that's like different.
Yeah.
Like if this nerdy one, they did like a trivia of themselves.
Uh-huh.
Like it was like
I love
it was like Tim, Melissa, or both. It's like this person hates broccoli, Tim, Melissa, or both. And it was just kind of this like fun, weird thing.
The whole wedding would play?
Yeah, we played. There was like after all the speeches, and Gary, the Officianator, he did it, and he's really funny.
Uh-huh. Did you say Officianator?
Officianator? I don't know how officiant? How do you
I like
say it?
Officianator.
That's what we call Gary. He's so good. We
When
call him that.
efficient just totally destroys it, dude.
Yeah.
When it fucking just terminates a fucking wedding, just kills it. Dude.
He's part
This dude was
cyborg.
fucking dude.
I am the Officianator. So did someone win a prize if they won the trivia?
Actually, she does like these knitted stuffed animals and stuff, and there was some other things. He makes comic books, Goatman, so there was some Goatman stuff.
Okay,
there was like just different prizes that they had kind of made that they were them.
Yeah,
I won a little whale.
Okay,
I love that.
Yeah, it was really sweet.
Yeah, I've heard. I guess that's like baby showers. I've heard of games, but no, like a shower, sort of like in the preamble, up
like
to
a bridal
wedding.
shower or something. Yeah.
Yeah,
that was funny because they didn't like attention, but that was kind of maybe the most thing they did. But it was kind of just funny.
Yeah,
it wasn't really like, hey, look at us.
Yeah. So who hated broccoli?
Tim does not like broccoli.
Classic.
No, actually, now he does. I talked about that in my best man speech. Like for my 30th birthday, he ate lettuce for the first time.
For your birthday?
Yeah.
Because you wanted him to?
Because he just wouldn't eat vegetables. He never even tried lettuce to know he didn't like lettuce.
How is that possible?
What do you
He's just a weird guy, man. I would always be like, you never accidentally had lettuce. He's like, no, I never had lettuce. It just doesn't look appealing to me.
They put lettuce on like sandwiches
Yeah.
and stuff.
Always checks it.
What?
He doesn't like lettuce.
So
he doesn't even like condiments. He'll go to McDonald's and say plain burger, which means no like mustard even or ketchup.
What is his diet? Meat
and bread and cheese.
Meat bread.
But now that he's met her, he'll eat broccoli.
Yeah.
He'll eat a couple of vegetables. She got him to do it.
I mean, broccoli's had such a renaissance in the last 10 years.
He
Now you
actually
can-
likes broccoli.
I love broccoli.
Yeah, me too.
Always
all kinds
have.
of great
Broccoli's.
stuff.
I don't know why anyone ever hated broccoli.
Yeah.
I think it was someone made broccoli for them
broccoli
badly,
fan.
Yeah.
and then they blamed the broccoli.
Yeah. Well, the greens, those Brussels sprouts and those peas, they all get lumped together as
Yeah.
like the things people don't
But
like.
because you can cook
There
it
was, like,
bad.
one
You can
TV
overcook
writer.
it. Yeah,
There was like
Yeah. That's what it was.
1981 who like had shitty fucking steamed broccoli for lunch,
Yeah.
and then an entire generation of children didn't eat broccoli
Yeah.
or Brussels sprouts.
Yeah. God damn you, Charles in charge.
Larry Burroughs or what was like?
Oh man. So, you're a dad. You like eating the food. That checks out.
Yeah.
The best man speech, is that something it sounds like you enjoyed it and the
I did.
responsibilities
Yeah, it was
there.
really fun because I really loved him and I loved her and I thought they
Yeah.
were great.
Yeah.
So it was like really fun to be there. Didn't feel like it was disgenuine.
Disingenuous?
Disingenuous.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Was it different from doing stand up for you, or was it?
Yeah,
kind of-
I would say way more nervous than an average stand up. Yeah, because of like
The crowd.
Yeah, it's like exactly. I didn't know half the crowd.
Yeah.
And I was just like, are they gonna?
And you're not doing
like
your
this?
act.
Yeah,
Like,
you're not doing your act.
jokes that
Right.
you know
You're trying to be
work for you.
sweet. You don't want to. You want to be genuine.
And you care, if you, it's one thing to bomb in front of a crowd you don't know. It's like, well,
Yeah.
it was fun.
And I didn't want to just get laughs, and then afterwards they're like, "Wow,
Yeah.
he only cared about getting his laugh.
Right.
Like I wanted it to be like what they wanted to.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was making me nervous because I had like when I was like, oh man, I gotta tell this story and this story, and then I kind of started noticing that like they weren't into like a lot of stuff. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna trim some stuff and keep it brief and.
Brevity is king.
Tone it down.
Yeah.
Because everything else in their wedding was so brief, and all day long everyone was talking about how great that was. And I was like, I can't be the longest thing.
Right. Oh, fucking star.
And another thing.
Ham over here. He's doing his half hour.
They're just sweeping me off.
Do you think, you seem like a guy who's been asked to be an officianator yourself.
I was asked once, and I had to back out because I'm a really bad reader.
Oh, no.
And they were like, they gave me a thing, and it was like pages of just.
They gave you the script.
Yeah, and I was like, it's gonna be really bad if you have me do this. Like, I'm just not great at reading in public. Like,
yeah.
So
even if you rehearse it?
Maybe if I rehearse it, but it was just they gave it to me like an hour before. I was like, oh, I'm gonna do so bad.
You walked out an hour before?
Yeah, but it was also they only asked me like the day before.
Okay.
So it was like the day before. It was like my friend's mom was in town, and like we hadn't even met her before, but they're like, "Oh, you're a comedian. You should do it." And I was like, "Oh, but it's not the same as being a comedian."
Yeah.
And I'm not. This isn't funny. This is like nice.
Yeah.
So then Abby was like, "I'll do it," and they didn't care. They were like, "Okay, yeah, I'll do it." I was like, "You just for me, I'm gonna be like, and you love, sorry, no, fuck, you know."
Yeah. That's me in like elementary school.
Yeah.
I'm like, Dan, you want to read page one?
I hated that.
No.
That was the worst.
Yeah.
There
was always like one or two kids that were worse than me.
Yeah.
And then
they
made me feel okay.
Right.
But I was like, at least I'm not that kid. But no one's feeling good about me after I read.
Yeah. That's funny. You were like that too, Eric?
I was the kid that was probably worse than it.
Yeah.
You were the kid where like the teacher was like, it's okay, you don't have to do it. They would make me
I got that a lot, actually. Well, I was like because I was ESL for the longest time, and then
that's fair.
Because I watched so much television that I like accelerated my English speaking because I watched like so much. But then I wasn't ready at all.
Yeah.
And so like I had to read out loud a lot. And the worst is when they put you like the fear of like when it's at random.
Yeah.
Because you know, like, did you guys have a thing where it's like you knew whose turn it was going to be to read because they were just like going up the road?
Then I would try to guess and read it beforehand.
Same here.
I would read the paragraph like, okay.
Yeah.
I got it.
Fucking school, man. It just teaches you how to be a schemer from jump. Like, just like, fucking.
But yeah, at random, you were just like, please, no.
Oh, it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. Never stopped.
And now we're all on the stage. That's kind of weird.
Yeah. Well, I don't read,
but I like
read up there.
Yeah, it's true.
It is 1000% why I'm a terrible auditioner.
Me too.
Is I can't.
Yeah.
It's really hard for me.
Huh?
Yeah, I have to try to memorize, and if I'm not memorized, if I go down, if I'm
as soon as you look down, it's over.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like if I start down, I'm just like, all right, this is all. I'm just going to be on the paper.
You got to do one or the other.
I think that I'm like confident, and I'm like, let me check back. Oh no, I don't know where this is. Wrong page. This is bad.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's so bad. It's so fucking bad. I freak out about it, and it's like I get in my head about it, and then by the time I look up the auditions,
yeah.
I just had to read at Kurt and Cornell show at the Bro Show. They had me do a little part, and I had to read this whole thing that I had never read before. And I was right back in elementary school. I was like reading in front of a class, and I kept messing up.
Yeah.
I couldn't say mesothelioma. It was pretty embarrassing.
That's really hard to fucking say.
Yeah,
they just
I
gave
can't believe
you
I
a thing
just said
with
it.
that on it.
I couldn't even guess how that's spelled. Like that is like I can't even picture that word in my head.
I kept shortening it to meso, so I knew it was MESO. I'm like, well, he has meso.
Mesothelioma.
Mesothelioma.
Meso.
All right. So, are your siblings close? Do you have like another best man potential thing coming around the corner? You also have a bunch of bro friends that I feel like would
that's true.
throw you that.
I don't know. I guess maybe Ryan or Jack, if they got married, maybe I would be the best man.
Don't hold your breath.
Yeah, no, you know.
Jack's totally getting married.
But he's not gonna have a wedding.
Does he have a girlfriend?
No.
Okay.
It's like, sorry.
I could see him having a wedding.
I think they'll get married. Yeah, they'll both get married.
They're both
younger. They're younger
catches.
than me.
How old are you?
I'm 34.
Okay. Yeah.
Jack's like 32, and Ryan's like 30. Just turned 30.
Oh, okay. Little baby Rai Rai. Mm-hmm. Okay. You got any weddings on the horizon?
I think I'm done.
Yeah?
From what I can think, yeah.
I got some for next season already. You got any coming up, Eric?
No.
Oh, I think a relative's getting married in France, but I don't think I'm going to go.
Oh, a French wedding.
Far, yeah.
Oh. All right.
They live there too. They're France. They're French.
They're France?
Yeah, they're France.
Cool.
They are France.
Cool.
France.
Là, c'est le bon temps roulé. I know that from Tabasco sauce. Okay. All right, Ahmed. Well, that's all I got. Eric, you got anything else?
I'm good. I thought that was good. I thought that was very good.
Fun.
I thought for a second appearance, it was laid back. It was casual.
Yeah, that was great. I was like, how is there gonna be different wedding questions? And there was.
Yeah, there was a lot more to talk about. Best man.
I mean, yeah.
Next
There's
up?
just so many levels.
Yeah.
And the next time, you'll probably be an officiator by the time you come back for the
That's
third.
my goal, yeah.
Yeah. At least try to do it for us.
Yep.
All right. Ahmed Bharoocha, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ahmed.
Bye.
See, I like interviews like that, Eric, where it's just like we've been through it before. It's casual. There's no pressure.
Easy. It's easy. It's like when you go to a wedding after you've had your wedding.
Yeah. Wow, that's a great analogy, man.
Yeah, thanks. I think I had a really good one during the interview. I can't remember what it was. Oh, it was the roller coaster one.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I really brought it with that one.
Are you writing these down?
Oh, God, no. No. Writing down analogies, that would be like, I don't know, man, like fucking trying to finger blast the ocean. You know what I mean, man? It's already wet, dude.
What? That's great, man. That was fantastic. All right. Well, good luck with your album recording, Nebraska 2.
What if our friendship just devolved? What if this podcast and our friendship just devolved into you just like really getting your mind blown by my shitty analogies?
I mean, we're 3 for 3, so.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for listening. Follow us on all the socials. I don't know if you're still out there, Wetheads, but we're still bringing it to you.
It's weird being in the Midwest without you, Dan. I'll tell you that much. Last time I was in Omaha, I was with you.
I didn't like seeing you in Denver because past 2 times you were in Denver, I was there.
Oh, yeah. Being in Denver this time without you was terrible, especially because there was all these horses.
I love horses.
Around.
I
know. That's why.
Yeah.
I don't care for horses, but.
You know I do.
I know you do.
Yeah. Well, thanks for thinking of me. I was thinking of you, and I'm going to be thinking of you this for your recording. Break a leg.
Thanks, Dan.
Give Gigawatt my love.
I will, Dan.
Give Amber my love. Give Drew my love. But most importantly, give Connor Oberst my love.
Okay, Dan, I will. I will do all those things, especially the last one with Connor Oberst. I'm going to let... You know what? You know who you love? My friend Dan. That's what I'm going to open with. That's perfect. That's a good...
Oh, thank you.
It's a good line. Yeah, I think he's going to appreciate that.
Okay, good. We'll break a leg. And
thanks, Dan.
Goodbye. I love you. Goodbye.
I miss you. Bye.
I miss you.
I love you. Bye.
Forever Dog.
This has been a Forever Dog production. Executive produced by Brett Boehm, Joe Cilio, and Alex Ramsey. For more original podcasts, please visit foreverdogpodcasts.com and subscribe to our shows on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Keep up with the latest Forever Dog news by following us on Twitter and Instagram @ForeverDog.